Hey everybody, it's Cutworm back at you. I just got through wiring up my garage. The overheads and down the sides and outside and inside, and put in some more breakers and dug out my 220 breaker and laid it in there, and as soon as I get a 220 something or other, I'll put it in. But that's all done, yay! And come in here for some lunch here at 3 o'clock. And I run across this that Marianne got me. Of course, I am supposed to be on a strict diet, not supposed to lift over. Anyway, I'm restricted, supposedly. I'm always restricted up here. Check that out. Now, this being Pettigene is a famous brand down here. That means you've got less rat hair and mouse feces in it whenever they make it. So this is the high dollar stuff. So, and it's mock Chickenloaf, so it's not even Chickenloaf. I don't see a bit of a chicken in here. It's got pork and water and beef and bacon, and in sodium phosphates, hydraulic. There's nine different things called sodium, from sodium phosphates to sodium dictaculates, and then water sodium and then sodium nitrate, and it's even got salt in it, which is, I think, is what sodium is. I don't know. Let me clean this off. I've been cutting wire, and Shirley Jean had something on her I cut off of her. I don't know what it was. Probably a cockleburr. And we'll jerk this open while I tell you a story. Chickenloaf, to me, brings me back the memories. What few memories I have left is fishing. When you go fishing, you get in the right mood to go fishing. And yeah, I'll leave dog dookie on it, but I don't trust this Chickenloaf on my blade. Thank you, Michael. Michael McCoy, ladies and gentlemen. McCoy's Sawmill. Horrorworm's eye. Right now I got a dog going, "Feed me, Seymour!" Fishing. When you get ready to go fishing, you always wake up early in the morning, because we all know that fish don't sleep in. So you get up in the morning and you ain't shaved. You haven't shaved. You've not shaved your face. You've not washed things that should be washed, because fishing, kind of like deer hunting, they don't want to smell poo-poo on you. Your finger open. This finger opens lots of stuff. And so you don't get breakfast, and you don't do that. You just barely get enough clothes on to get going. Jump in the truck, throw your stuff in there. You always forget your tackle box, so you hope your buddy got his tackle box. Oh, now see, this is mystery meat, but I eat it because there's pepper around it. The pepper is supposed to be the cure. The meat is the sickness, the pepper is the cure. I guess if you peppered up a bunch of real meat, I'd like it just as well, and it would be a lot healthier. Set that aside so that it won't hurt nobody. So when you get loaded up, you get your buddy. If he's hungover, you let him ride in the back, because sometimes they spew when you shake them up like a can of beer. And you go to the either a lot of my buddies would go to the liquor store, but I didn't think beer and fish would go together. So you get to this little mom and pop gas station / country thing, or if you were lucky, you went to a bait shop. And bait shops down in Arkansas, you can get lots of stuff to fish with, and some stuff that's probably kind of illegal to fish with, but anyway, you get that stuff. I don't know if you can or not now, but that's what we could do. So you get you a couple dozen night crawlers, a bunch of crawdads, and a tub of chicken livers. Make sure they're frozen. And if you want to catch other stuff, you get you some topwater minnows. A minnow with a little white spot on their head, that's called a topwater. Don't get them shiners like y'all up north fish with, because fish down here don't know what a shiner looks like or if they're eatable. So while you're getting this stuff, the same guy that dips out your crawdads and everything makes your lunch for you, or your breakfast. And it's usually a chicken loaf, pickle loaf, or bologna. And they grab it up with their hands and throw it in their thing, or they grab a knife and they chomp down through the big square thing or the big round thing that's been sitting there in an unrefrigerated case with a towel over it. Usually somebody's old doily, not a doily, pillow slip. I've seen pillow slips over this stuff to keep the flies from hurting themselves. And the pickle loaf, you can date it. I don't eat pickle loaf. You can date it by how black the pickles are in the meat stratus. And I always wanted the chicken loaf or the bologna. The bologna, after it sets out, gets really, really red. It'll have this on it, probably. Something less edible than this. It'll look like a sunburn, which is what you're going to get anyway if you go fishing. I don't care if you fish in a sleeping bag, you're going to get sunburnt. But once they slice off that first piece of bologna, you let your buddy, I almost said your mate, let your mate get in there and pick. If you want bologna, let him pick the bologna first. That way he gets the hard end that's got the radiation damage, and you get the nice pink stuff past it. And it comes with a plastic little covering on it where they shoot this meat in this big plastic tub or whatever, and that's supposed to keep it all together while that jellies and makes the meat again. And you have to be careful when you take that strip off, the plastic strip off, to have a little responsibility about you, because there's always 3 or 4 old lazy hound dogs out there, and if you throw that plastic over there, they'll eat it with the meat that, they'll smell like meat, and they'll just snap it up. And it's very disconcerting to be eating a sandwich when you see a dog with that little, it won't hurt them, but when they get it right out to their digestive things, and sometimes on their exhaust, you'll see this. I'm not going to go into that. But anyway, you can make your friends think you're a He-Man if you reach over there and grab that thing and pull it out. And it surprises, the dog goes, phew. Anyway, that's a good way to get a free lunch there. But anyway, some more anyways. You get your chicken loaf and you get it eat up. And if you really like me, I always did chicken loaf and chocolate milk. And chocolate milk has been a delicacy to me because we never had chocolate milk in school. We never had milk at home because it actually costs money. So, and if we got milk, it was that powdered stuff whenever we would get the rations that Hoover and Nixon and all them guys would give us that was below the poverty level. We'd get a box of commodities, and sometimes powdered milk would be in that. So you get this 8, and by the time you go down all these horrible roads that are actually not roads, and drive across a couple cow pastures, and you get there, and your stomach has had all this time to jiggle around and work on this food, and the food works on you, and the chocolate milk starts to gel and make all sorts of stuff. You're really in good shape to bait a hook. So a lot of the fishing journeys that I've had have been laid out on the fishing bank, holding my stomach, and everybody else too. So that's just part of it, part of fishing. Once you get older, like 70 or 80, you know to wait till at least your wife cooks breakfast. Then you eat breakfast, and if she's a really good lass, she makes you some lunch, which sometimes is just a bag with crackers in it and a can of potted meat, which is great, or Vienna sausages. That's a couple steps up from Chickenloaf as far as the gastronomic problems is. But that's the Chickenloaf story, and these places need to be visited. If you all come down here, or if you're already here, visit some of these little places and get you some bait and get you a good greasy sandwich. And watch the guy do it, or the little girl or a woman do it, because that'll be really fun. Even gas station food tastes better than this. And I'm going to eat this and hold my belly and think of happy times of jerking perch jerkers. I love ya. Bye.